Innovating Education Learning World in association with WISE, an initiative of Qatar Foundation.
This week on Learning World, we look at the impact of natural catastrophes on the lives of school children. In some disaster areas, teachers are drawing useful lessons from traumatic events, raising awareness of disaster management, teaching students to understand their environments better, and helping them to overcome tragedy. Join us in Japan, Kenya, and Italy. After the Fukushima meltdown, nuclear contamination has become part of daily life for many Japanese families. And many schools are teaching classes about radiation and how to avoid it. But doing this without inflicting further trauma is a tough challenge. Let's find out more in this report.
Teachers in Japan are still dealing with the fallout from last year's tsunami, which damaged the Fukushima nuclear plant. Here, teachers are trying to help a fearful and emotionally traumatized population.
We work to support people in their lives. Parents have to work, and a teacher's job is to take care of the children and make them feel safe. For us, this is really important.
Information and disinformation is available all the time via the media, and sometimes the result is frightened children.
If they ask us, we answer. We tell them about danger and fear. From the age of about 5 years old, they start to understand. But we don't teach details about radiation in the kindergarten.
But some teachers think that children are better off knowing about radiation.
Do you know why we need decontamination? Because the radiation's accumulating. I once showed them a Geiger counter and told them it would be good if we don't have to use it. I waited for their reaction and they got interested. I don't deceive them. I explain in easy terms so they can understand. I also told them it's hard, but it's also hard for us teachers. Radioactivity is really scary. It gets to your body. It attacks the DNA and breaks it. Do you understand?
The children here are facing hard facts, but their teachers hope they're also building good memories of their school days.
In Kenya, the drought affected almost everything from food supplies to work. Ali is one of the young people whose lives were turned upside down. Displaced and living in desperate conditions, he still believes that education is his best bet for a better life. More now in this report.
The drought in Kenya threatens everything and has disrupted many lives.
My name is Lwsu Omar. I am 16 years old Kenyans. The drought have displaced me, and all these people you see have displaced by the drought.
The people in this camp take care of their goats and look for food, or work, or both.
These are the last goats we have. As you see, the tree, and before the drought we have over 200 goats. They eat box. Even the box, we have collected them around the town.
Ali and his family try to save their goats by feeding them cardboard boxes.
Living conditions are terrible for people here. All we eat is porridge. I'm suffering because my family's hungry, and there's nothing I can do about it.
This is my house that we live, my mother and other 5 brothers and sisters.
But despite all the problems, Ali is studying. He and his family believe it's the only way he'll ever get a job and be able to provide for them all. He studies by torchlight, but still gets good marks.
I like science and maths best, and I think they're the subjects which will get me a good job.
Arabic, I've done Arabic 88 April. Main grade is P+. Next year fee is 3,000 shillings.
But paying my school fees is hard. In the past, the profits from the livestock paid for fees, but now I don't know who will pay them.
The UN estimates that around 12 million people have been affected by this drought.
The Liguria floods in Italy have inspired some science teachers to investigate the causes of the catastrophe by carrying out laboratory and field experiments with their pupils. It's a way of teaching them about their natural environment and how to prevent disasters. Here's our report.
Last October, the Italian coast was flooded. Entire cities were destroyed and the landscape was changed forever. Now, here in this middle school in La Spezia, the children are doing an experimental science course to help them understand the damage to their region and the causes of the flooding. They know all too well what the catastrophe meant in human terms.
A
teacher at our school died. She lived here in the centre of La Spezia. She was coming back from Genoa with her husband. They stopped in Brugnato and were hit by a flood. Her husband survived, but she went missing. After a week, her body was found in the water.
These students are learning how to analyse soil structure, texture, permeability and pH.
È un progetto che ha come obiettivo una nuova didattica della
The project is a new way of teaching science. It's based on laboratory activities, but as well as the theory, we also do field testing.
Teorica si ha una sperimentazione sul campo.
The reckless overbuilding of the coast and the lack of forest maintenance to reduce landslides were among the causes of the hydrogeological damage to the region. Here, the students are working at the foot of a landslide. It's raining, so they have to be careful when taking soil samples.
As an adult, I would like to do a job linked to the environment. In fact, I'm going to study to be a surveyor, working closely with the environment.
This teacher is showing these children round a controversial construction site.
This area is a large construction project to build a shopping centre. But why do they want to build it if it's in a high-risk area? Filippo, that's a good question. Now, it's clear they have verified that there is a risk. We can say using an experimental method. So they will probably think twice about it.
It's not as easy as all that, though. Big money is at stake here, and the plans for this shopping centre have been temporarily suspended, but not definitively abandoned. It seems there are still lessons to be learned.
And finally, a word about your responses to our special edition on Russia. Some of you thought that vocational schools could give opportunities to students who didn't do well in higher education. Well, that's it. Don't forget to send us your feedback on this episode. Goodbye for now.
Learning World in association with WISE, an initiative of Qatar Foundation.